French Quarter, honey. Anywhere you want in the French Quarter. Oz. Find Oz, Google it, Google map it, and then go there after this show. Yeah, not right now. After the show. After the show. Yeah. So I am from New Orleans. I live in New Orleans. What was that? Oh, okay. I thought that was a boo. Oh my God, get the fuck out. Who are you? Now's not the time. It just started. What's going on? I lived in LA for years, been back here for a while now. And I love it though. So I did grow up here, but I didn't really grow up here because I didn't go to high school here, because that's like a thing here. Like when you say, where'd you go to school? You mean where'd you go to high school? I don't have that. I went to high school in Houston, Texas. I know, right? You're the only person I can see. So I'm like, right? Yes, I know, so bad. Ugh. But New Orleans is great because New Orleans isn't the South. New Orleans is like its own little entity, and the rest of the South is the South, right? And then, but like moving from here to Texas was like, oh shit, like where the fuck am I? And I can tell you exactly the first time I was like, oh my God, I'm in Texas. I am in high school. It is time for morning announcements. And our principal, Mr. Wells, who was like full-on cowboy, like 10-gallon hat, bolero tie, lariat necklace, like Wranglers and cowboy boots, talking with his accent like this, the monotone Texas accent. It stays the same all the time. He'd get on the morning announcements and be like, now girls, we're gonna have to come to Jesus about the dress code with this tight clothing. Now you cannot fit 5 pounds of hamburger meat in a 2-pound bag. Oh my God. Oh my God, he really said that. I am in fucking Texas. It was so traumatizing to this day. I cannot wear skinny jeans and go out to dinner or like go eat anywhere in like tight, like skinny jeans like these. I didn't go out and eat in these, okay? I ate and then I waited, put them on, came to the show, boom, here we go. Trauma, right? Yeah, same thing. And you know, it's interesting too because like the euphemisms like that, I think that's so fucking weird. And I thought Texas was bad, but then I graduated high school, my family moved to a town outside of Mobile, Alabama. Okay, great. I'm so glad nobody cheered for that. Yeah, they lived in a town outside of Mobile, Alabama for almost like 20 years. I'm like out in LA, okay, doing my thing, like being a little snooty pants. Like, I have to go back and visit my parents in LA, or in LA, my dad did say LA, Lower Alabama. Like, who the fuck says that? I know, right? You've heard it before. I'm like, oh God, I gotta go to this little shitty town where it's so small that people that are there that see you out in public know you're not from around there, but they can like single you out. They're like, oh my God, you're that Galiber girl, huh? Oh my God, little Miss Hollywood. Say something funny. Okay. Are you married? No. Well, don't you worry. Even a blind hog finds an acorn in the woods every now and then. Okay. God bless you. Bye. Oh my God. Never fucking going back to that place ever again. You know, have you ever heard that saying? Oh. I was around it long enough, not because I wanted to. It was forced. I know my parents even too. After like they lived there for like 20 years. They're also from New Orleans. They were there for so long. We're talking on the phone, and my mom's like, "Okay, bye." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" Oh no, why? Yeah. No, and then this woman who's like a stranger is like, "Oh, you're not married?" What a total bitch! What a total bitch is this? She's like some old like white boomer that like just goes to church and like cooks for her husband. Like she doesn't fucking know. Like I'm sure that whenever she's like trying to explain that's like she has to whisper anytime she wants to say that somebody was black. I don't know why you're whispering. Like I'm sure they know they're black. Are you like afraid to give them some news? Like I don't understand. It's the weirdest shit. So disgusting. So disgusting. I'm sure she hates drag queens too. I'm sure she thinks that drag queens are like Satan's sluts. I'm sure. And I'm really upset about this whole drag queen ban thing. Like I know some drag queens and they are amazing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the drag queen ban, it's now been banned in Florida and Tennessee. And it's strictly so that you cannot have any drag queen performances in public in the vicinity of any child seeing the drag performance. Also known as the drag queen story time. So there's a time and a place for all different sorts of shows. Same thing goes with drag shows, right? So apparently, if you can voluntarily take your child or your children to go and have stories read to your kids, some of them just happen to be drag queens, okay? And like they sing songs, they read stories, and this is like a global thing, right? It's actually really great. Apparently it's grooming children. Like seeing all these drag queens and like the glitter and the glitz and the like the extra, right? It's grooming. I don't know, how is that grooming? Like you're afraid your child's gonna get like a penchant for costuming and crafting? Like that's a bad thing? I mean, in New Orleans, if you think that's a bad thing, you're in the wrong fucking city, get the fuck out, okay? Because like we are the crafting and costuming city. So I don't see the big deal. Also too, drag queens, like they're like magicians. They're some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.